Hi again, friends. I'm back. I would love to share with you another important tip on how to have a healthy marriage. People with healthy marriages remember that they are on the same team. You know, the Bible puts it this way: the two become one flesh. And what does that mean? That means that you are no longer individuals with your own plans and purposes and dreams, but you now have shared purpose and dreams and visions. And if that's not the case, then maybe we need to talk about it. What are some ways that we can develop that oneness and remembering we're on the same team? Well, one thing that we can do is make sure that we're sharing our lives together, that we're not two independent people doing two separate things. Another thing that you can do is make sure that you're sharing the same faith. That is so vital. The Bible tells us not to be unequally yoked. Now, if you're already married and you're a Christian and your spouse is not, there isn't much that you can do about that other than to be a good example. The Bible tells us to win over our spouse without a word. So it's really by your conduct, by your good deeds, by the love you show to them. You can win them over. And I realize that that may be a difficult thing, but with God's strength, you can do it. And I'm here to help you as well. Another aspect I want to remind you of being on the same team is as parents. If you have children, don't let them pit you against your spouse. Make sure you're united in how you're going to handle decisions on parenting. And I know that sometimes it can be so different in the way you were raised and the way your spouse was raised. But it's a good opportunity for you to talk together and get on the same page. Maybe read some parenting books together and come up with a plan, because it's so vital to be united in your marriage against your children when necessary. Be on the same team with your finances as well. Yes, I said that. I know it's not popular. Many people have separate bank accounts. In fact, my husband and I have one for his business and one for our family. But that's different than his and her money. Some people have, she pays for these things and he pays for those things out of their own money. But when you're married, that's really not the way it's supposed to be. And you may need to ask yourself, what is the motivation for why I am keeping my own money, my own bank account, instead of having this joint account and sharing everything? It might surprise you what your motive is. Perhaps you have a little bit of uncertainty, a little fear that things are not going to work out, and you want to make sure you're taken care of. Take that to the Lord, because really to be one in marriage means that you share vulnerably with each other, including your finances. So I'm going to challenge you with that. So that concludes our habits for healthy marriage. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you feel like you need help on any of those habits, reach out to me at marcysullivan.com or comment below, help, and I will get back to you. Thanks.